Alright folks, what is going on? Back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I've done one, but yeah, it's been time to do another one. And I want to ask a question because not too many people look at this type of topic as a positive, but I want to know what you guys' thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the comment section if you've seen the title already, but I want to explain my experience with it. Welcome to the VF Cast. I am VF Ball. Over here I talk about gaming and everything under that umbrella. I also have a VF Cast that I do every Sunday where I just talk about things around the world as far as gaming, and sometimes I throw my own little personal spin on actual topics, so hopefully you guys will check that out. Let's go ahead and get into this. DLC. What is the best type of DLC you've ever purchased? Because, you know, when you think of DLC, a lot of people look at it in a negative light, or they're trying to nickel and dime people, and they're trying to do all these other things to just get money from people. And I try to avoid all that at all costs. I don't play with that type of DLC. I think it's been one time I probably got burned off DLC, and I'll talk about that as well. But the main time I've bought DLC has been well worth it. And I'm going to give you probably like 3 examples of the times I've gotten DLC and I thought it was like absolute the best DLC that I've ever purchased. First and foremost, I'm going to go back to the PS2 era. No, I'm sorry, PS3 era. And I remember when I purchased the DLC for Uncharted 2. I think I platinumed that game, but I had the best time downloading the extra maps, downloading the golden guns, getting all that extra stuff to play. I think I ended up getting like level 78 or something like that, playing multiplayer with that. And I'm not necessarily a multiplayer type of person, but you're going to see a running theme with this when it comes to DLC. But Uncharted 2 DLC was probably like one of the best that I've ever purchased. I mean, I've had a blast, and if you were there when the DLC was going down with well, not DLC, when the online was going down on Uncharted 2, you managed to have a phenomenal time. It was probably one of the best times in gaming for me, and it was well worth it because I got all of the DLC, and I think it ended up costing me almost an extra $30 or $40, but it was well worth it. I really enjoyed it. The second time I've actually had a really good experience of purchasing DLC was the Battlefield 4 Premium Pass. Now, a lot of people want to talk about the Premium Pass, saying that the Premium Pass was kind of wonky, and you pay for all of these items or whatever, well, weapons that you could obtain just by playing the game. I necessarily just bought the Premium Pass for the maps, and the Battlefield 4 maps were just fantastic. It goes from the Naval Strike, the Second Assault, and I can't remember all of them, but the night vision, or was it night operations? I mean, the Silk Road, going through the desert, all that stuff was just phenomenal. Now, it just so happens that you got all of the weapons as well, which was a pretty cool addition. But for me to have that experience once again, to get all of those maps and playing with so many people, and I think that's another thing that helped, because a lot of other people who did get premium played on the maps as well. And then I ended up paying like an extra $50, but nevertheless, it was well worth it. And not only that, I'll give you another tidbit about this. Not only did I bought premium on PS4, I bought it on Xbox, and I bought it on PC. So I bought premium 3 times. And nowadays, if you are playing on PC, you will find people still playing on these premium maps on PC. So, I mean, well worth the money. It's almost like an extra game, not just downloadable content. It was just like an extra game that you got with all of these maps and all of these weapons and all of these different game modes. I mean, for extra $50, it was worth the price of the actual game, if not more. So I really, really enjoyed the Battlefield 4 one. Now, the last but not least, definitely, that I will say is multiple games, and it goes into the racing game space. The racing game space is more like say Forza, or let's say Gran Turismo. Now, I bought the deluxe edition of Gran Turismo, and to me, I felt like, you know, it was on discount, but I got all the DLC, so I ended up paying like $80 for the game. And I got all the cars that was available. I got access to other tracks and everything, and it to me, like I said, it was definitely worth it. Now, on the Forza side of things, I bought the premium version of Forza 5, 6, and 7. And at one point, I was kind of upset about the Forza situation because with Forza 5, you can actually some of the cars that are DLC in Forza 5 was actually in early Forzas, which kind of upset me. It really did. But I bit the bullet. I bought the premium package to get all of the cars, and I never looked back. And I felt like it was a very good deal. I ended up buying a premium version of Forza 6 as well. Never looked back. And Forza 7, which I ended up getting that DLC because the end of life was coming to Forza 7. And you know, when they do end of life, they tell you, hey, you need to get this stuff now or it's going to be off of the store. You're not going to be able to get this stuff again. So it'll be a good time for you to go ahead and buy it. And they did a solid. Microsoft did really good with that because I think it was like $15. And you can, because I already bought that, like the full game, but for $15 I got all of the DLC. I think it was something like that, $15. Well worth it. Now, the thing about these type of DLCs when it comes to Gran Turismo, Forza, whatever, these games have phenomenal replay value. Like, I still play Forza 5 to this day. If you've been on my Twitter lately, you'll probably see me with a few screenshots of Forza 5. Definitely you'll still see screenshots of Gran Turismo. Now, mind you, these games came out years ago. They came out years ago, and I still play them because I find these games highly attractive and fun to play. I highly recommend anybody who's willing to go and get these games. And the DLC may not even be available anymore, but they have so many races, and the AI is phenomenal to the point where it's going to give you a challenge. Is a very solo, laid-back game to play. Now, I know with Forza 7, they're probably still playing online. I know definitely they're playing online on Gran Turismo. And if you're not a professional, you may not want to touch Gran Turismo Sport on online. Those guys, they real about it when they actually race out there. So, but I really feel that those racing games, my experience with the other DLCs, I've gotten a tons of replay value out of it, and I'm really happy that those former DLC turned out to be very good, because there's some DLC out here is just terrible. It's horrible, and it's something that companies have gotten better with it, but it was at one point that DLC was not really the move. Now, it's also in the eye of the beholder. If you feel like you're getting fun out of the or value out of the type of DLC, I'm all for it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm here for it, and I think that's something that you should indulge in. But there's some out here, like for instance the Uncharted 3 DLC. I didn't like the multiplayer on that, for instance. But I do feel that the Uncharted 2, that was probably like the best. It was awesome. So Battlefield 4, phenomenal. I bought it 3 times, and like I said, with the Forza and Gran Turismo stuff, I love the racing genre. I think it's going to continue to get better throughout all this foolishness going on in gaming. I still feel like the racing genre is probably going to still be standing tall after everything. So I am very, very happy to be a part of that, and I'll be playing racing games forever probably. All right, let me know what you guys think. What was the best DLC you purchased? Do you have like a bad experience with DLC? You don't touch it at all? Or is there some games out there that you actually had bought some DLC and you felt like you got your money's worth? All right, guys, I'm not going to stay here too long. I've been here long enough. Thank you guys for watching, making it this far. If you want to hit the like button, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this video, and I'll see you guys on the VF Cast this Sunday. All right, y'all be blessed. Peace.